Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. We are actually doing some standard stuff today. We are going to go to the Chronoms, but we are going to try and blast through all 5 available. I do hope so. I have not gone into any of these. I don't know what they're about, but they are the randomly generated maps that are a daily thing. So I figure one video every so often, just knock out a bunch of them kind of thing. Just see how it goes, how the random stuff is. As it goes. As we can see, we have 4 emitters over there. We have a spore launcher, we have a blob nest, we have a dark tower, and another spore launcher with a stash. It looks like that is all there is to it. Does not look like there's anything on this side, so we will be going down. We're going to be going hopefully kind of quick, because again, we are trying to maximize our time here, so let us just get going. Start off with the first 2 towers, and then we will expand. There's plenty of mining on this map, which is great. We're going to work towards getting all of this juice. We're going to let it run as it does, because they're really, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good overall. No complaints. There we have it. We are making our juice, making our money. Looks like that does connect up quite nicely, and we will have one in the center. That should be some pretty good starter energy, and let us get, say, some miners down as well. By the time it gets down here, we will have some decent energy generation. I'm not going to be super specific. I'm not going to try and pause too much. I am just going to try and go, so to speak. As you can see, your generation is already up to 5. I'm feeling pretty good about that. The creep is coming in, though, and I think the mines might have been too much for us. So I am actually going to turn off a couple of them. Let us turn those off. That way, we might be able to get to these towers, too. As with anything in Creeper World, overbuilding is definitely a thing. The creep's probably going to... maybe not. That's fine that tower is destroyed. Looks like we made it just in time. The miners are coming up right there like that. And that's fine. We are fine. Doing pretty dandy. We have 6 urns available. So you know what? Let's just make these power mines. Why not? We will get an urn port, though, if we can. There we go. Urn port. Get a factory. Get stable. I think we're doing pretty good. We lost a couple of towers. Not the end of the world. Our state is pretty good right now. So we have hit some form of equilibrium. We do have more towers to build just for some power, because why not? I'm not super worried about power right now, as you can tell, especially with our super earned miners going off. But we can get some green arm, which is kind of nice, I suppose. We will be needing that for the dark towers, so let us also build some refineries. We will also be getting some redon, which we will be needing for some missiles. Yes, we will need missiles on this map, so let's just start dotting them around. Don't want to forget our missile friends, because they can save our butts. Urn. Let's get some energy collection. Let's get some fire range. We don't actually need all of the energy in the world anymore, so let us also get some fire rate. With that too, we will start putting down the sniper wars. I think there's only 1 blob nest, so not super needed, not the be-all, end-all, or anything like that, but better safe than sorry. You never know when all it takes is 1 rogue thing, and then all of a sudden, there goes all of your good times. So it looks like we have plenty of snipers being built, plenty of everything. We are doing grand. Let's just start laying down some cannons and start pushing. Again, we're going not super fast, but, decent speed. Again, we have our missiles up. We have everything up. We have the red on. We have green R coming in. Might as well build a few more miners. We could level everything off and make it nice and pretty. Probably should do that, but hey, I mean... where's the fun? Where's the fun in that? We're just gonna dot a couple miners in here and there. It will be good. Beautiful. Got a couple there. I could get some over here, and I will, because we can. I know it's gonna take up some green R spots. I'm not super worried about green R, so yeah. And we can even put some over here too. Why not? Because we can. I'll take it. There's some eggs. Eggs already going down. Miners coming in. Towers going on the advance. Let's take a look at the actual map as it stands now. It looks like they are not spreading to the top too hard, which is great. Only 3 spores when they fire. A couple of blobs, not too many. Easy peasy. The skimmers, they're skimming, but you know, that's what they do. You know, that's their role in life, and they do it pretty well. As you can see, just a tower push is really all we need, but we also are already at the point where we need some beacons. That is right, the beacons are happening, but I think this shouldn't be too bad of a mission. This is getting rather deep. Realistically, maybe we will do just a bit of turpitude. Why not? Let's just terraform an area. How about we just go boom, just like this. Maybe we'll try and get an Air Force. We got power. Why not just get it all 7s? That appears to be the height that that ground is. So we should be able to put some small Air Force. Nothing too big. We don't need too much, but we'll take what we can get. I didn't even notice there was some green arc crystals over here as well. Let's grab another refinery too. Right over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we are golden. So the beacon still being built, almost done. Once that is, we're moving in. We're just taking them out. We are going straight for them, working at a decent clip. Again, we could have worked on Air Force earlier. We could have done all sorts of stuff, but I think we're in a pretty good state already. The egg's always going to cause a problem. Beacon, the beacon is still 32. Jeez, it's taking forever. Oh my! Did not think we were getting green art that slowly. These mines probably aren't helping. These will help without a doubt once they are done. And with all of this extra energy, why not keep building some canons? Get some orders as well. We have excess energy. Energy is useful. I mean, if you have excess, use it up. It doesn't matter if you're gonna, if we even use these, it doesn't matter if we use them. But it's better to have them if we do want them. So that is the ultimate key. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So, going into a little bit of a deficit, we're doing perfectly fine. We were just waiting on this beacon. Did get skimmed, should have some snipers on the front line. We don't have any snipers on the front line. Does happen from time to time, but we do have our beacon, so we can start to progress. Get to this dark tower, take it out. And yeah, we also have some more red on as well. Not gonna complain whatsoever. We're doing a big push with some towers. Let's get some mortars in here too. Again, we have the energy. I could move some from the back right now, but you know, that's a bit of a hassle. We're staying over here. We were able to take it just like that. And this push itself should actually be good enough to even get to the dark tower, which is fantastic. So yeah, the Terps, they're doing their thing. Apparently they missed a little bit of a spot right there, so get that down, please. Get that down. Why not? Looks like that as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, the push is successful. Do we want to risk moving up the beacon? I think we're going to move it up just a tiny bit. Mortars doing great work, blasting from afar. That's what they do. They do it so well. And yeah, let's see if we can already sneak a nullifier in. Where can it stand? Could not fit there anyway. Can fit over here, but it does not actually reach. This is going to be a little bit hairy. We do need to kind of terp this land up, methinks. But you know what? Where's the fun in that? I think they should be able to hold. We'll get some mighty towers in here, and once this is down, then we can do our big push with these. That's what we're gonna do. We are going to get it down and then do a big push. Looks like we do indeed also have the area flattened, so we can put an Air Force down. Not perfect, not gonna have everything we want on it, but oh jeez, sorry about that. It should have enough. You know, we don't need too many. We're just looking to sort of thin things out. We can get a bunch of bombers. This will be a drain on our economy, but our economy is still doing grand. And look at that. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. Just a whole bunch of bombers being built. We're going to select all. We're going to make them a squad. And let's see where we want to assault. Looked like it was pretty much the deepest over here. So if we hold G and do one of these, we're just going to sort of thin this area out. You know, this is where most of the emitters are. We could sort of cut it off right here, and that would essentially drain this entire half, but we're going to do that with our towers any moment now. Unfortunately, oh geez, I didn't even notice, but they did take out the, our friend, the nullifier, was paying attention to other things. That was my fault. Ooh, look at that. Ah, that's probably what did it. One of those. Tricky, tricky, tricky. No real problems whatsoever, though. The mortars are going to move in. It's going to take it out. I'll put it there. Hopefully that will last. Good, 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 good. And we can even start to go to the top two. So let us, in fact, grab, say, you guys, not the beacon, and hop on up there. Let's clear off the top. Looks like it's probably gonna, I say spawn. It's gonna hit a couple of unfortunate eggs, but you know we're gonna need to get through those eggs eventually at some point. So that works for me. Nullifier coming online now. And yeah, I think we've essentially got it locked down. So this is the first of 5 Chronom maps. I'm hoping each one takes about 15 minutes. That is essentially my goal. Oh no, Nullifier. Okay, good. Nullifier is saved. Blobs did come to the rescue, unfortunately. But you know what? With great blobs comes great towers. We're just going to fly them in. Some may die. Their sacrifice will not be in vain. It will be quite a necessary distraction. And we can see this is now already starting to shrink substantially, which will not push so hard down here. The skimmers did hit those little buggers, so to speak, but I think we're doing fine, like I said. Ooh, that egg. Oh, that egg. Let's get some snipers up here. I have neglected the sniping. That has been the thing. Did lose the nullifier over here, understandably so. You know, we'll even get a sniper right up top. And again, we're having mortars fly in. They don't like the creep. This is going to go very poorly for these mortars. But at the same time, we have a whole army dropping from the skies. Our Air Force is really taking it to the enemy too, which is great. We have the high ground. Look at how, oh my gosh, look at how well the Air Force did. It really just thinned all of that out. Up here, you know, the bottoms did fall, but the top is holding, and they have mortars shelling down from the top. There really isn't anything left. We do have snipers, we do have that, so I think this nullifier should be good this time. Unless, yeah, no, this nullifier will be good. Those eggs down there, quite the problem. That's okay, that's okay. Over here, no real problems whatsoever. We can get another urn, but, I mean, what do we even really need? I mean, we have our energy collection, we have our fire range, we have a fire rate. Guess we can get move speed. Yeah, why not? Move speed is not a bad thing. We've been tossing apparently not. Apparently not. They did destroy it again. Those jerks. They just want this one nullifier. Just this one. Just that one. Please. Please, 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 please. And with a nullifier going down, that also means we need, or an M-rift going down, I should say. We need a second one, of course. So let's toss a second one. And because I'm being excessive and we don't have that much red on, I'm going to toss down a third, because why not? Alright, get this down. 30, all it needs is this much more energy, and then it's at least built, and once it's built, we're pretty much solid. So, it does appear to be built. There we go. It should be able to stand. I don't know why... Oh! It lost the tower to connect this area. I was like, I wonder why this area is not doing so good. But it lost an actual tower that was connecting it up, and that connection was to the M-rift. Thank you, paths. You should not be hidden. That will charge them all up again. There we go. Oh, geez. Air Force. Let's reset that and just say go from this emitter to in between these two emitters. I think that will be good. Do we have anything left over here? We have those. Let's send them in. Again, we've taken the top, we've taken the sides, we have the land, we have the towers. It's basically just a cleanup at this point. So, this should be, hopefully, a quick end. Probably not 2 minutes like I was hoping. Again, just a little bit longer, but that's okay. Build a whole bunch. We're going to fly them in, take out these emitters first, because they are what is producing the juicing. So... here we go. Group 1 Once you're built, you will get powered. MRIF's still not built, understandably so, but they're getting pretty close. Our red-on production is at 1.5, which, you know, we could increase if we went with mines and stuff like that, but I think we're fine. A couple of things being destroyed, understandably so. You know, we did not power this squad. That was entirely my fault. You know, sometimes you forget about Delta Squad. Not Bravo, though. Bravo team, they just landed. And, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Emitter the first being nullified. Right there. And you know what? Who likes skimmers? Not I. Unless I'm using them, they are incredible if you are indeed using skimmers, but we are not. We are currently at the situation that, yeah, I mean, as you can see, nullifier's going down. Gonna get rid of these three. Only things that are left are these two. They got a spore launcher on this side, not too bad. Honestly, the spore launcher, the biggest threat about it is just the fact that it is filled with eggs. And how are we going to deal with that? We're just going to let this sort of simmer, just like this, for a little bit, while we handle the other side. This should clear it out, all the eggs should be destroyed, and that will be fine. Nullifier online. Nullifier online. Nullifier online. Not operational, but online as in built. I did know the distinction between the two. Looks like Bravo Squad can move in for their next two targets, and then their job is pretty good. Probably shouldn't have moved everybody, but you know what? They are the risky ones, so they gotta move in. They gotta take it out. Another emitter under our control, just like that. Let's move a few back, and yeah. It's just these emitters. Again, once you get the emitters, you control the world. I don't want you to die. No. Look at that. See, this is sort of handling itself. The eggs will pop thanks to our just mortar bombardment. As the eggs pop, the mortars come down, destroy them just like that. We could, if we want to be kind of fun, toss down, say, a sniper if we can get power somewhere. Right, like that, and like that, and like that. And I'll even give these power, because we're going to need power down here to run nullifiers, so we'll get power. This nullifier, now operational. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't want to move them yet, but I want to move all of these, because we have another squadron. Let's move them in. All of these in the back. What are you doing? What are you doing back? You are not helping nobody. Oh, wait. Oh, an egg got shot. Okay. You know what? You're doing great. I thought you were helping nobody, but you helped everybody. You saved the day. This one tower saved the day. So, good on that tower. I'm very proud of it. We are in the possible situation where we may lose some more, but again, between the Air Force, between the landing squad, I think we're doing fine. All the creep is now coming from this one emitter. Bombers, just clear it out. Start with the emitter, of course, and go along. But this emitter, this nullifier should be pretty safe. It has some backup, and we are at 17 minutes. So now, oh man, I really messed it up. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, that is all right. Another nullifier down. Moving over here. Nullifier needs to go right there. Perfect. It should get the juice. We now have 3 more left. That is 1 nullifier. That is 2. That is 3. And that should be Chronom 1 in the bag. Alright, nullifier. I thought the mortars could provide enough support. They could not. Let's get you some tower support. And yeah, just like that. Times 4. Air support. Get in there too. Why not? We can rift jump at any time, but we are done. All 3 objectives completed. Not too bad, not too bad. Oof, people do 4 minutes. I don't even know about that. Time-wise, not the best, not the worst. Definitely, you know, okay there. 4 minutes. That is impressive, impressive, impressive. I cannot do chronams like that. That is one down. Two is the next. Let us go, go, go. Here we go. It looks like they are on this side of the map. We are on essentially this tiny little spot. Not looking as healthy in terms of generation for us. So that is definitely gonna cause some concerns. That is okay. We're gonna start there. We are gonna start with, of course, 2 very profitable towers. Hopefully very profitable towers. I'm going to go with that and that. Just like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I am going to go straight into a full miner that is getting an urn. So it will have the urn. It will be a full miner. Oh, okay. Apparently not. Apparently not. It is too high. So let us get another full miner. Say that's full. Perfect. And give it an urn there. Bad start. Bad start. That's okay. I thought this would be able to reach. It was my fault. Let us hide the paths. If that was an option that I could just have that perma be on, that would be amazing. But I don't believe it is. Once this miner is on, though, we are golden. A supercharged miner does very good work. Oh, that is way far away. I didn't even realize. Perfectly fine, because we can get going with the cannons right away. There we go. Cannon, cannon, cannon. Should be plenty. Again, our energy store is beautiful. Excuse me, I apologize. That came out of nowhere. Here we go, though. The miner's coming up. Once we get the second one, our energy is going to be just perfect. I mean, nothing shall stand in our way, and we will be good. Look at that. I am going to do a quick pause. Oh, excuse me. Whew, that is coming out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening, but that is okay. Here we go. Back to miners. We want one like that. We'll swap it to the side, pop another one down. We will put 1, 2, just like that. Energy urns wise, we have 3 available. We will want a factory. Let's see. It can go back here. I don't really want it back there though. No real good places. I don't want to put it up front, of course. So I guess the factory is going in the back. That is fine. We also want refineries. Of course, because we want to refine all of this delicious, delicious green art. It can go back there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That will hit the factory. That side is safe. So let's just take it over. We can toss some mines down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let us get some glorious miners again. Come on. Okay. There's a little bump there. Didn't even see the little bump. That is okay. Just a couple miners, just to keep us going, because it is delicious, delicious mining potential. We'll even toss these down. Just a couple. Again, why not? They are there. We have the power, we have the capability, and we also have the turrets. So, yeah, we should be fine. We'll toss down a couple extra cannons for defense, and we should be in a pretty good start, like I was saying. We have... Oh, yeah, it's going to go. That's fine. I was hoping that would get there. It's going to destroy this tower. Oh, you did it. You did it, friend. You have saved the day, and yeah, everything will be built. Once the miners get done and everything like that, our energy deficit will be solved. And yeah, we're not necessarily in a position where you can get an Air Force at the moment. Definitely building too many towers. I don't even know why I did that. That was silly of me. Focus on ammo first, please. There we go. Go back to building. That's what we want to see. So that's one thing that you can do, especially if you are in a large deficit and you notice things going out of ammo. You can go to your main building and say, hey, ammo me up. That is what we need right now. So let's take a look at things, how they stand now. Not too much creep here. Should not be too bad. Creep, honestly, really isn't even invading that. Looks like some's coming from over here, but overall, this isn't too bad. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And one thing I am going to want here is some blue white this time. So I think we're going to try for some blue white bombing at some point. That is pretty fun, and with blue white bombing means we need sprayers. Do we even have red on? We do not even have red on yet. Oh my. Where's the nearest run? I know there's some over there. Okay, that's fine. By fine, I mean problematic, because we're going to want towers just all over our place to protect us from when the inevitable spores come to destroy our lands. This is just some backdoor protection that's, yeah, I think may be quite useful to have. May not, I don't know, but we shall see. As you can see, we have stabilized the front lines, we have green art production, we have cannons that are able to hold this. It's honestly a very slow creep at the moment. We are going to toss down a beacon, of course, and ideally we will want a earn point at some point, but we still are not in a position where we can build it. Again, we can level off areas and stuff like that, but I'm a little lazy. Don't tell anybody. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Get the power in. Don't run out, please. I don't want you to run out. You are the squad we need, the squad we have, the squad we deserve, and I did not put a cannon up here, and that could have caused a problem. It didn't, thankfully. I'm actually surprised these sprayers are not enough to hold this creep down. That is a little surprising to me. And I did lose quite a bit to that. And over here. Oh, well, those were blobs. Blobs are understandable. Should have built snipers. You don't have AC. That's your problem. All of these just be on... well, I was going to turn them off, but I'm not going to turn them off. Looks like we did survive the sky assault, but unfortunately I lost my beacon in the process, so that was my fault. Skimmers coming in, being the jerks that they are, so let's toss down some snipers, pepper them around, and we should be fine there. Skimmers won't be too big of a deal. It's more so the blobs in this point. The creep isn't pushing so much that we're in like a, not a deficit, so to speak, but we're in sort of a panic state, I would call it. I'm definitely not panicking. I'm not feeling real trouble in my midst or anything like that. I'm just trying to get some creep going. Yeah, I want these to be fully charged, and they are just not. So you know what? We have extra urns. Let's just give it to you. Let's make you blue white and give you an urn as well. Finally you're done. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, energy-wise, we're doing fine, but we don't really have the land. So here we go. Now we can start making our push. I could push this way, but with the mesh right there, it's not really friendly. So I do just want to leave some mortars back to sort of hold this area. Towers are nice, but mortars for the back, that is entirely where it is at. We have a sniper right up front. That's probably the worst place for the sniper. Friend sniper, you will not live. It is okay. There we have it. As stated, understandably so, but a nullifier can go down. So you know what? You did great, friend sniper. Oh, okay. Okay, skimmer. The skimmer finally does the worst hit that it could have done right there. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Move this group up. Ooh. Right when I move all my mortars, the egg just comes right on. That was slightly problematic. I am a little scared. Oh no, the blob nest is not going to fire. Okay, so Dark Tower will be destroyed. That is one of the key components that we are working against, because Dark Towers just cause issues. Of course, they are the darkest of the towers. Most evil, some may say, but no more blobs, just as we wanted. As you can see, the mortar squad here have really made it so they're not going to come up, but this mesh is still problematic. No one likes the mesh either. And now we can do our glorious bombing. Let's see how this works. I am going to take just a small little contingent. Once these are built, we are going to go with this as our contingent. And I'm going to see how this goes. Once they build, boop, 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 build, 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 up, 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 get charged up. Thank you for your service, and you are going to go over here. The goal is to sort of just take this, have the sprayers lay down some anti-creep, and just sort of have this as a source of creep. Because it looks like this is pretty much their primary source of creep over here. Oh, that nullifier is not in range of the Dark Tower? I could have sworn it was. Oh, sad days. I could have sworn it was. Nope, it was right there. I was one over. The screen might have shook when I did that, possibly. But as you can see, we are coming in for our landing. These sprayers, just be always on. Just drop your creep payload, or anti-creep payload, right away. And yeah, our goal is just to sort of move along the edge. We don't even want to move up towards the eggs over there. We just want to move along the edge. We use up all of the energy of our units in these key pivotal places. They are here technically to die, but they're here to die while taking out as much creep as possible. It does look like we have hit our finale on energy, but you can see, look at how much we've sort of taken, and I don't think they're really going to take this back. So I think that is a key thing. Plus, we can also just grab some more fodder. And by fodder, I mean very effective troops. Of course, they shot my nullifier. That's the one problem with the Dark Towers at times. You just don't have as much as you want. There we go. That will be what we need. That will get our nullifier online. Thank you very much. We'll move our troops past. This egg will cause all sorts of problems, of course. But that's fine. So you can see, look, I mean, they are slightly coming in. But again, now we have Shock Troop round 2, which is this. If we hit G, can we get it so they're all along the edge? Not really. It does not really shift them like I would like. But our goal is just to take it, again, just take the edge. If we take the edge, it'll stop this from creeping in, so to speak. And yeah, we'll control this breeding, and that's just going to own this side. Once we control this, this side is ours without actually having to destroy any of that. Nullifier finally online. Thank you very much, Nullifier. That is what I needed. That is what I wanted. And of course, the skimmer comes and skims me quite heavily. This map is, it's not hard. It's just, oh, there goes our refineries. Don't really care about refineries, so I'm fine with that. Shh, don't tell anybody in the refining department. And the anti-creep, okay, yes, the anti-creep shall spread. The towers shall retreat slightly, but look, the anti-creep is going to get its rise. It's spreading over to the side. The creep is coming in, unfortunately, so did not connect up quite as well as I was hoping, but the front line needs to be progressing. We need to push in here. We need to get over there. And yeah, this is definitely a longer map. I apologize, I'm not doing it very well. It's just this one. It's an awkward landmass. I really should have terraformed it up. I should have, you know, put down an urn port and gotten all the good stuff. It's just, you know, I didn't want to spend all the time terraforming. But if you spend the time and do the good things that you do that do help. It does indeed speed things up in the long run. So that shortcut did not pan out, unfortunately. But with us cutting this off, a lot of the pressure of the creep will be removed. Again, a new force coming in to take the lands. Again, I do want to keep a bunch of mortars here, though, because this is the area that mortars need to be. Moving up next wave, moving on up, do our leapfrog method. Next, we'll move up even further. And again, cut this off. This will be ours. I moved all of my troops from there, of course. That's just how it happens. When you don't protect your back lines, it's okay. I'm actually surprised all of those died. Okay, I need to get our sniper defense significantly better. I actually am surprised. Oh, that might have been a spore, because those snipers should hit anything coming from this side. And the energy is just taking so long to transfer. Actually, we're in just a massive deficit, so that would explain that as well. But this squad did do good. Massive deficit, of course, came from me building all of these mortars. And of course, they literally just destroyed everything. Everything got destroyed! Oh my god. I am the worst right now. I am completely the worst. Let's just take what we can take now. We are going to take the actual assault that we should have taken from the beginning. Again, I want to just cut it off and let the anti-creep take this. Was planning too far ahead. That is just the problem that we have right there. Beacon, just get built. You should have plenty of green R. Oh, apparently I left those on focus on. That's perfectly fine. Beacon, beacon, beacon. We need you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on up. Get over there. You get over there. You know what? You can just be. Why do I keep selecting me? You can just be in there as just one more layer. Here we go. We have the towers. We're going to take this out. We're just going to come down here, take this out, change a plan, making it much more, I say effective, but realistically it's what it should have been to begin with. So, yeah. This little cutoff will work completely. Problematic-wise is the mesh here. Mesh is definitely the biggest problem because it's not always the easiest to keep clean, so to speak. So as you can see, it sort of pushes back, but then it just flows right back in. Towers are your best, which is why I'm just making some towers right on the front lines. I hope the towers will sort of just really push it back. That tower did get built. Fantastic. There we have it. And now, hopefully this mesh will get pushed back. This is holding yet again. Yay. Success for us. But I really want this mesh to fall. Just want more towers. I'm going to do a tower drop on the mesh that should super clear up the mesh. And yeah, this is terrible. 15 minutes already gone on the second mission. Yeah, I mistakes were made, so I apologize. But on a plus note, it is good to see that things can kind of go wrong. Again, I am building too much. I keep thinking I have more power than I do, and I don't know why. But turn on you and you, go back to energy. That's probably why, because I also turned a couple of big powers to blue-white. So, yeah, getting a lot more generation. That was almost 50% more generation that we just got from that alone. So, yeah, our power situation should be pretty much solved now. This whole group fly on in, and they're just going to land there. They're just going to take this, and yeah, we should be able to actually take it. As you can see, the mesh is retreating, so to speak, retreating. We're able to clear it, I suppose, versus it retreating. I took it out a little bit over here. We don't care about over there. Again, it's about caring about certain areas of land, and that is not one of them that we do. So move you out. Get a nullifier in here. Are you out of range? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Get a nullifier there. Re-nullify that. Once this is down, the mesh will have significantly less power to it. As you can see, even the cannons that are on it, they are not able to necessarily keep up with the mesh. Mesh is bad news. They definitely can use it very, very well. It is very effective on the pack maps, as you have seen as well. So, yeah, it's good to use. Our generation substantially higher. I can actually build things like I want. So, yeah, let's not be bad any longer. and nullify that. Good. So with this nullified, we're in a better place. Not perfect, but definitely a better place. So now when we move our troops in over here, this should push it. This whole outcropping never could get it to connect again. The whole goal was just to cut it off there and then connect to the anti-creeper and have this be washed out. It was I think a good thought, just did not happen. Unfortunately, they were clearing out so much creep they could not get to the mesh in time, but the mesh is cut off over here, which would actually help substantially. I think because of that, those deaths did cut the mesh off. This better be on both. Oh, I forgot we can overload. Oh, you can overload on these. Oh my god. If I just overloaded from the beginning, holy moly. That is literally all oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at how many things this mesh is destroying just from being mesh. It's so problematic. We had it. It was fine. It was under control. These things have power. We have power to feed them, but the mesh is literally just spreading that rapidly. Come on. Get in there. Cut off this mesh. Oh, the mesh has completely taken everything back. How did the mesh do that? I don't understand what is going on right now. The mesh is just too strong for us. I mean, look at that. Every single thing just died to mesh. So, change of plan yet again. Holy moly. That mesh is too much. We're going to overload it as we should have done with the anti-creep, as was planned. Turn this off so the anti-creep can flow down. That would actually be of great help. I mean, we had it. It was completely under control. It was completely ours. And then the mesh just destroyed everything. Like, everything. Get off of this mesh. I am done with this mesh. We are going to completely... I guess one thing that you can do, and I should be doing, target priority. I should have a number of towers. Target priority the mesh. And that is a smart thing to do. Again, things you learn. I would definitely not be showing this video if I was not doing a massive video. But we are doing a massive video. So, you know, do feel free to skip multiple parts. Perfectly fine to me. I completely understand. Because I am already ashamed of this one. This is shame as I feel it. You overload, that's what we want to see. Apparently this is holding itself now, I guess because of the anti-creeper, which is great. So, nullify yet again. And overload. Get up here. Get to the back. We're doing it. Once we get to the back, we are officially taking the back. Do you have any juice? No, so you're not always on. Collect some stuff as ore. You have 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you need. By the time you fly over here, we will have successfully taken the back. And if we haven't, then I'm just done with everything. This mission has beaten me. But I think, again, we're in a position now where we have essentially the first battle. Holy moly, that should not have taken as long as it did. Look at this, the towers falling to the creep wave that is being spawned just as they should be. Thank you for your patience. I apologize for this problem. Here comes the victor for their victory lap. Just go over there. You know what? Just in honor of everything, you will be destroyed for that. Just because that's how things feel. I feel like we need our own destruction to win this map at this point. Again, we haven't even gotten to like their annoying section yet. This is the easy side. But again, we've taken that out, which is great. It deserves to be taken out. It should have been taken out. We should have taken it out a long, long time ago. But the anti-creep is spreading. That was actually a good thing. We've destroyed their blob nest, as we should have done a long time ago. Overloading is amazing. So I am thrilled for that we have some fantastic overloading. And you know what? We even have enough land that we can put frickin' an urn port somewhere. I will be damned if we don't get an urn port in here. And I know I am completely leaving an area open, and with that in mind, that can be quite the problem. But you know what? These two miners, you're going to lose your urns. You're going to come over here and give me energy and fire rate. And you are going to go protect the urn port. Shouldn't have done the urn port first. Should have protected it first. But again, we have the anti-creep. It is our wall. It is moving along. Should have done this from the beginning. I didn't. It's okay. Urnport construction will be underway yet again. With this anti-creep, this will not progress. Everything is fine. Except for that. That tower is not fine. I still don't even have red on. I guess that's another part of the problem. Yeah, the spores aren't doing too much. They've destroyed a couple of things. Not too bad. All of the important stuff is protected, so yeah. Let us get some mortars. Mortars to just shut down this right there, and also hopefully shut down some of the egg pops, because that will be problematic. Urnport's super impactful. Their generation is amazing, so we definitely were missing out on that for a very long time. So now having that will also help substantially. Also, just having this much land under our control will help substantially as well. As you can see, I mean, we can just load it on up, get all of these spots, get some delicious juice under our control. Dark Tower, you are still a jerk. No one likes you. But that's fine. That's fine, Dark Tower. I am going to do some terping, I believe, on this side. Let's not have this be a problem. Structures are terps. There we go. Terp. And the eggs are basically gone too. Perfect. Nullifier. Hey, look. When you actually take some time and do things right, do them as you originally wanted to, but we were trying to rush, and when you rush, you basically just wasted 25 minutes of time. You know, that's one way to do things. These are no longer needed. Move on over here. I'm guessing you don't have power. That would make sense. All of you move in as well. Terps, you are going to be on some terraforming duty right here. Let's change our brush size, of course. Much bigger. Just get to work. Don't even care. Enjoy your life. You have a mission. You have a job. I'll even make a couple more of you because I made it too big, but that's okay as well. As you can see, the anti-creep, it's pushing really well. Surprise, surprise. That's really all we needed. Look at that. All of that mesh, not a problem. Anti-creep solves that issue. Again, another way to solve the issue is just to have towers target mesh specifically. That way you don't have the problem where they're targeting just some random creeper versus the mesh. You can let other things handle the mesh itself. But yeah, the push is happening. The push is working. We are going to cut off this dark tower now. Surprise, surprise, we are working sort of the opposite way now. We have an urn available too, which we will make fire range. Always good to have fire range. Honestly, fire range and fire rate are my two favorite upgrades to have. I think they are highly effective. It's great to have super towers. Super towers do amazing work without a doubt. However, the only issue with that is, you know, with 1 point you can make every tower more effective. So, you know, I kind of like that too. Look at that. We now have an airfield spot. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh my god, these towers are hideous. This corner, you know what? You're just entirely destroyed. Just get out of here. And with that destruction, we are also going to terraform this. Fix this, please. Fix these holes. We don't want to see them. We just want a beautiful runway. One beautiful, perfect runway. We're going to fill it with bombers, because we can. And we're going to fill it with anti-creep bombers as well. Anti-creep bombers, not the most effective because we have very little, and by very little I mean essentially no blue light production. But we're going to change that. We're going to have them all start. That's an amazing, amazing spore. I mean, it was literally the perfect spore. It was such an ass. And we're going to have all of these just collect as ore. I'm going to probably spread them out along the line, but we don't need anti-creep flowing over here anymore, so we might as well be using it for our anti-creep bombers. This way, we will save on energy, because we're not going to be having all of the energy hogging units, and we will also be getting that. So let's see. When we do this, all of these collect as ore, not always on, just collect as ore. And that, in theory, should fill up our ore stores. I am going to spread these out so they're not all in the same spot. Maybe move a couple down here, just in case some anti-creeper makes it down there. But we should start to see our anti-creep go up once they are full, because they are filling their capacity first. And then we should start to see ore just flowing into the system, which is grand. And we have almost cut off the Dark Tower, which as well, very fantastic. Let us go with move speed, because again, one upgrade, and build speed, why not? We are building a few things at least. And now we can start to see anti-creep production happening. Let's set up a pylon network. Should have done that a long time ago too. As you can see, our energy transfer isn't necessarily the best, but it is getting the job done, so to speak. You can get down from there. I don't know what got destroyed. Something, of course, got destroyed. You can get down from there, and that should be a pylon everywhere. Much nicer. You can see our planes getting there. Everything is looking quote-unquote hunky-dory now. And what's nice is we have a squad of bombers and AC bombers, so if we just bomb this back line, we should take this. We are just going straight for the take plan. I don't want to mess around with this any longer. I've messed around too much. I just want to do this end actually efficiently. So let's connect this up. Let's get a nullifier in right away. Let's set it to overload. Are you on overload? No. Are you on overload? No. Of course, of course. But with this should be the great takening that we were hoping for. And as you can see, they are bombing, clearing land, and then they are dropping the anti-creep. So it's not taking it completely right away, but given some time, let's see how the creep looks from the side. So it is really deep creep, so you can definitely see that. But look, the anti-creep is actually building up, and it's getting its generation, which is taking away from their generation. It's a great combination to have, and our troops themselves can actually start making their way over. And we now have a connection through the dark zone, so to speak. It is taken. Yay. We're going to get some pylons in here because, you know, that is how we are doing things right now. Never overlook the pylon system like I did today. That was entirely my fault, my stupidity, if you will. But it is hubris. It is very easy to take things for granted. It's very easy to say, this will be fine, you know? Next map, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do much better. but I have no idea. I have no clue whatsoever. But I think, again, we are starting to take things a little bit more seriously. I'm going to plan it out just a wee bit better. This is going to be a long video, and I'm okay with it. I think having a mix of short and long videos is actually a good thing. If you don't want to see long videos like this, please let me know. I'm throwing that out in the middle. At this point, we no longer... This totem is great and a big help, but we actually want this generation for ourselves, so I'm going to leave that up. And we actually want some just mortar support, because there's some very deep things. There's some eggs right there, and eggs are never fun. We do have some florbs, I do believe, are over there. And they are just going to shoot out, or poop out, some evil on us. You know, that's what they do. They poop out the evil. So let us make sure we handle those. Let us transparent the creep, or flatten the AC at least. Flatten the AC, I think is better. I don't really like transparent creep, unless I'm playing as creep. If I'm playing as creep, it's amazing, because then you can actually see what you're doing. But if you're not, then you know you want the creep to look as menacing as possible. It is its job, after all, to be menacing. You know, when it's transparent, it's not as menacing. You know, it's a little bit easier to see through. You can't tell how deep it is sometimes. You know, for instance, I can tell that's very deep. With transparent, you really can't tell that deep wave is right there. You kind of can see it, just not nearly as much. So I much prefer to see it like this. And here we go. Look at that. We are taking out the land. I'm going to get a bunch of snipers and mortars up here. This is going to be Sniper Mortarville up here. We're first getting the mortars to take out the creep. I don't want these three. That was silly of me. Because we want to get some snipers. Of course, the creep is coming up and just sort of being a nuisance. But the mortars, as they get built, as they come online, are able to finally take it down. Pound it down. And there we have it. The creep is lessening. It looks like our air supply is pretty much done on the back line, and I'm just going to move it to right there. Just this little section, because again, we want to take the back line, but we also want to really hit this emitter. And in fact, is this AC bombers? AC bombers, I'm just going to have them be a single spot. AC bombers do much better payloads if they do a single spot. As you can see, just boom. The reason they were doing the line before was because we want to take the entire back line, and it do think it worked. The Florbs, not a fan of our new sniper squad. Look at that. Oh, happy days. That's right. We're taking out your eggs. We're taking out your friends. We're taking out your balls. Because the Florbs throw out little creep balls right there. Boom. Just saying. And there we have it. We're even working on the mesh over here. These eggs will fall, and this land is now looking substantially more like ours, the way it should. Oh, the way it was intended to be. All the cleanliness that we have brought, we are taking down. This mesh is always going to be a problem, but we are going to do some mortars to drain it, and then some cannons to take it. The anti-creeper should take this over very handily. As you can see, just by doing this and taking this back line, there was a ton of creeper over here, and it's mostly drained. I mean, you can see how low it's gotten between the anti-creeper, the mortars. We're reclaiming. Yay. There's a totem somewhere we need to activate. Where is that last totem to activate? It exists. It's right there. So that will be quite easy to activate as well. Perfect. Look at the mesh. The mesh is not coming back. I think we've done it. I think we have done it. And there we go. Nullifier. I actually want you right there. So Mr. Mortar, you gotta move. The Nullifier is coming in to quote-unquote save the day. And once we have done that, we can move all of our planes yet again, which is even greater of a thing. All the planes are just going to be focusing on this singular emitter. And you know what? These snipers are not taking mines out as well as we want. Let's add another set, another power squad, you know. And there we have it. This emitter down here. Okay, there we are. So what are you? You are our AC bombers. Yeah, AC bombers, just get in there. Regular bombers. Do we want regular bombers just in there too? I mean, you know, the regular bombers can be on the stash. We'll drop AC on the emitter itself. We'll drop regular bombers on the stash. It'll cover the entire area too. But as you can see, between the bombers, between everything, because bombers spread out significantly more. As you can see, they're bombing a wide area. I want them to be on the stash though, since that stash is sort of bonus for them. So realistically, I probably should swap it around. That makes more sense, because if the stash is covered in AC, that's a great thing, and the emitter, we just want to control. So that is a better way to do it. Swapping the stash and the bombers. We have the energy, we have the towers, we have everything. We're going to blow up some of our friends. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. But we also are going to get a nullifier right here. It's going to work. I can guarantee it. Hasn't worked yet. There we go. We have officially put it on the ground. That's, again, what we wanted to see. Flatten this AC again. We can see the AC is taking over the land. The mesh is doing nothing now. All the mesh comes from is right here. When there's two emitters on a mesh, it does cause significantly more problems. With just the one, we are doing substantially better. The anti-creep is taking over. There's nothing left to stop us other than skimmers, but we do have a ton of snipers. So I'm actually not nearly too terrified of that. Let's put these within range over here, because we can. Again, nullified over there, moving all the bombers, moving all the anti-creep bombers. Gonna take over that one island, and we will get a nullifier over here. Now this nullifier should have nothing that can contend with it. So, beautiful. Let us do that. And yeah, we've already taken this land, getting another nullifier, and that should be the final bit. As you can see, we have 3 enemies remaining, 2 nullifiers going, or 2 enemies remaining, 2 nullifiers going down, 1 on the skimmer factory getting skimmed, of course, but that was because we shot the skimmer right away, and that is mission 2. Whoa, what a chore. I don't even want to look at the time. This was terrible. Mission 3 should be good though. Mission 3 should be good. Let's just ×4 that. There we go. Oof. There we have it? Question mark? Objective obtained. There we go. Holy moly. Someone's probably done it in like 2 minutes, 7 minutes, yeah. Still not the worst. Actually, looking at the times, not the worst. Wow, actually, our time was actually pretty decent for this one. Definitely not in the top, but I mean, realistically, 40 minutes, plus, if I didn't mess up the beginning, it would have been like the 20-minute side. So this was actually a quite longer one, so I'm actually a lot more pleased. Here we go, 4 emitters, 3 launchers, 1 blob nest, 1 skimmer factory. Okay, let us go number 3 for this adventure. Okay, so it looks like we can hold this if we want, but why hold that when we can hold all of this? Although, all of this is a lot. This is an interesting one, because we can sort of work our way over. Is there any... There is... Ah, interesting. I wonder... Okay, that is going to be interesting. We are going to try for some funky stuff, so to speak. Again, we are going to work on getting a very early mine. And with this very early mine, we want to... Oh, that one was one too far out. So let's just make this right. Because again, I want it to be nice and connected. Beautiful. This very early mine, we want to have unearn, of course. With that entirely, we are then going to spread out. I could have done these mines a little bit better, but I just wanted that first mine down. I unpaused, of course, and that was my entire problem. Actually, I want the second mine to be right there. Boom. 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 Let us turn an iron want there. Oh, I never iron wanted this one. Look at me. All of these want an iron. We're taking our time, but that is okay. The creep is coming. The danger spreads. Ew. All we need is... There we go. Boom. Our generation is glorious now. Look at that. So many earned miners, so many towers able to be built. Just the one got built, but that's okay. Because now we have 2 others. Safety is ours now. Okay. Now we can put down all the towers in the world. We have towers to protect us as well. Boom, boom, boom. We are safe. Towers are built. Okay, okay. We've taken our corner. Took a second. Did not... You know, we do still want to spread everything out, but now I'm going to pause, and now I'm going to do just a real quick covering of the landia, so to speak. Again, we're just going to go like this, like this, like this, which is fantastic. We're going to go like this. Now, what do we need? We need a factory right away. Beautiful. We are going to want a miner right there, and you are on blueite. Beautiful. We are going to need more cannons, of course. And again, we can do this because we have 26 generation, which for basically having nothing is a ton. Look at that. We're doing all of this, and it's barely touching our generation. So we're actually in a very, very good state. Can we even put down an iron port right there? We can indeedy doody. As you can see, we have secured our corner, and we're going to do something interesting. We're going to get the sprayer right off the bat. This is the most important thing, is getting this sprayer online and operational. This is on blueite. We should have a blueite. We do have one. That is all we technically need. Let's get the sprayer. Alright, cannons, cannons, cannons. Set up the defensive perimeter. Defend us on every front. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. And, of course, turn off those paths. Jeez. We can start moving out. We have a sprayer. It has... what? Like 3 energy? That's okay. 2. Or 5. That's 5. Beautiful. Get on over here, sprayer. You are the first assault, so to speak. Is it going to work very well? Ooh, looks like they are going to be shooting us with some problematic things very, very soon. No problem for us, though. We don't really mind that. But we should have some extra towers in the back. Because we do not have missiles. But we do have red on this time, so we can actually have missiles. That was entirely my fault. They got on top first. Oh, I was super hoping to have been able to take this. Although, that's not terrible. That is not actually terrible. We might have literally gotten just enough. I don't know. It does look like we have taken the top, which is entirely the plan. If we can just turn that into generation for us without us having to do anything, I am thrilled by that. I was planning on doing missiles. I did get slightly sidetracked. Don't tell anybody. It's okay. And we're definitely going to, unfortunately, move one of these to over here. We'll lessen our production. Do not have snipers up. Perfectly fine there. I don't mind. We're going to rebuild some things from these blobs. That's fine. It's mostly the backlines that I care about more than the front. Although, I don't want them to die. Oh, don't do it. Yeah, that's right. We're perfectly fine. We do have missile launchers online now. Snipers will be coming up for the future, which is beautiful. And yeah, again, we're going to hold this no problem whatsoever. We're going to cut it off here. Sort of cut it off at this point. I'm moving a little bit more diagonally. Unfortunately, we did lose the factory in the end, but that is fine because we're going to do what we just did yet again. All of our glorious sprayers will be happening. But yeah, we're just pushing towards our goal. Again, we're going to be using that anti-creep to our profit. So our goal is just to push to that anti-creep, and we're actually going to hold it as well as possible. But we're going to use it with towers. We're going to support it, unlike other times. Support, what is that? I don't know. Geez, what am I looking for? I'm looking for pylons. Yeah, I want to set this up nice and early. Just get some pylons to the front, because that is what we are missing. And as you can see, we already have a lot of towers built. We're just going to go around this dark tower. It will then curl around, cut this off, which is great. Again, free up a whole side for us. Snipers be sniping. This, not generally too much of a threat. We only need a couple defenses, which we do have. Were those blobs? Yeah, those are blobs. Blobs be coming. We don't have snipers on the front line, so that explains quite a lot. And again, perfectly fine, because we are just working to get to that skimmer factory. Not because we hate skimmers, although I do hate skimmers when I am not using them. When I do use them, of course, I do love them. They are incredible and amazing and a great team member. But when I'm not using them, I would rather not have them entirely. Get rid of 2 of these, toss on our weapon urns. So get rid of urns, weapon urns, we want fire range, fire rate, and yeah, this will help substantially. The creep is getting deeper. It is getting that little bit. That's what I want. I want that really, really bad. And with our fire range increasing, the mortars are going to be doing so much more for us. That is a very key element. So let's toss down just another row over here, a couple more over here. How are these doing juice-wise? Not very well. Can we get a mine at the top? I think we can. Right there. You are going to be a second blue-white miner. Thank you kindly. Again, we just want to fill these up. Get as much anti-creep generation as possible for when we do make that final move over there, which we will be working towards right away. But we also can take this. We can take our green R, which is great. Plenty of green R over here. Again, the real key to high areas is just you can bombard from the top. Creep does not like hills, not like us, so we are going to use that to our advantage. Unfortunately, they are literally bombing that right now. Don't know how much. I'm assuming they'll destroy everything, but maybe it won't be that big of a bomb. We'll see. But realistically, I don't really care, because I'm going to put up some refineries over here. 1, 2. Yeah, it's spread out just enough to everything. Perfectly fine, because we have a group of towers moving in, and that's really where all the fun is. When your towers can move in, it's just a good time. As you can see, this is now basically completely cleaned up, which is fantastic. So this one is going significantly smoother than the last. In fact, all of you move on up there. All of you move on. Oh, I hit Control A on my cannons. Okay, that could be a problem. Did not mean to Control A the cannons, but I did, and I'm not going to take it back. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's a lot of wasted cannons. Don't Control A on the cannons when you just want a few. Another note to make, but we live with our mistakes. And I'm not worried about the back line, so I really don't care that much. It's kind of a point of it is it just... things are happening. As you can see, the sprayers... oh, those eggs! The eggs really messed up the anti-creep plan. I didn't even think about the eggs that are up there, and that's the problem. The anti-creep was fine. It was actually going great, but there's eggs on the skimmer factory now, and that's causing quite the substantial problem. Again, perfectly fine. We only have 3 sprayers left, but again, we are making progress. Well, we were making progress. I kind of destroyed a lot of progress. I am doing the worst, because, yeah, I literally hit Control A on all of my towers. Right. What is even being destroyed right now? A bunch of mortars that I was building, I guess? I don't even know. That was interesting. Let's make too many towers. And this time, we should be good. I don't think the skimmer factory has much left in the way of eggs. And now we have a beacon, which is beautiful. So beautiful beacons mean we're going to be able to actually build up energy up here. It means we can take this emitter, no probs, and we can actually move our units up. And by moving them up, we're officially going to take the Dark Tower, which we might even be able to get to just like that, which is even better. Alright. Of course, the beacon has fallen because of just like a drop of creep. Just a drop. Luckily, as long as they have energy, I think they're still able to shoot while in there. Their energy will not last that much longer, but the beacons are being built again. Yeah, the blobs. One blob made it through. Skimmers, problematically so. There we go. Beacons coming up. Coming online. These. And that beacon will be the beacon of safety. Boom. There we have it. You look like you're all set now. And we can get a new nullifier. There we go. This now should be the safety that we needed. The safety that we seek. Have seeked. One of those. All 3 of you. You have done a very good duty. Spread that anti-creep. Get that going. And there we have it. Substantially better this time around. Things are being taken. What is left? We have a blob nest over there. We have that and that. Anything on this side we need to worry about. We have that right there. It's kind of in the back, but that will not be a problem. We're going to mortar those from the top. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get a nullifier up here. We have a nullifier there. We have a nullifier there. Nullifiers all around. I think we have saved this world. Again, it's not 100% at the moment. This is going to destroy all sorts of stuff, but maybe it won't if we can just sort of stop it with some mortars. Maybe. I would like that. But once this is clear, again, we're going to drop some mortars up here. It's going to clear out the eggs. Well, we'll do some mortars and some snipers, of course. So first come the mortars. Mortar. Oh, did they destroy? Of course. Well, this I kind of knew was coming. And that got skimmed. And that... Alright, so that skimmer is going to be taken out. A blob, of course, hit that, which is fine. This, again, I was being a little hopeful with putting the mortars there. I already knew that kind of wasn't going to work that well. I was just being a little hopeful. Ah, that's a little tower thing. I don't even know what that was. Jeez, this creep is really creeping in. Not really a big problem. Again, we are holding our own quite substantially. Energy-wise, we are doing just fine. It's more of just a nuisance at this point. As creep tends to be. Just more of a nuisance. You're like, hey, everything's fine, and just a tiny bit gets in. You know, the tiniest little bits can cause the biggest problems. I'm surprised the anti-creep actually isn't being more impactful here. That actually is a surprise, but that's okay. Again, look, this area is being completely drained. These these eggs will be quote-unquote the main problem that we have. But you can see snipers coming in, mortars going to town. That really isn't an issue. As I said before, build your pylon networks. They will treat you very, very well. I was not building them, as I tend not to do until it is far too late. I know I should build them. I want to build them. I'm just so bad at it. Alright. So that's this area. This looks like it's just creep. So just creep is actually not really a problem. With that in mind, though, I am going to go... Oh, it looks like the blobs have been released. I was like, I'm just going to put up some blobs just for these... Or some snipers, just for these blobs. And that basically should contain any blob that comes for the future. No problems whatsoever. Air Force would do very, very well against this level of creep. As it looks like there's 3 emitters. Let's transparent the creep and see if there's anything else. Yeah, just 3 emitters and the blob nest left in essence. As you can see, there are these spore launchers, and they're here, but they're contained. They may spit and poop out an egg or two. They may cause some slight problems with that. Yeah, that nullifier can't get there because the creep is just too great. We don't have any towers, cannons over here of protection for these, because the creep, it's just a tiny bit that like inches to it. But as you can see, the creep is being pushed back on this side. Not as good as air, but they're mortars. They're doing their job. Not too bad. Okay, both of these have come online. I better not have messed this nullifier up. Perfect. Perfect. That nullifier is the one we want. It is the hero we deserve. The mortars are pushing everything back. The creep is dropping substantially, although it's still 56,000. Any mortar that can hit. We could be using towers to a degree, but mortars, again, have longer range, are better in deeper creep. So that's why I'm using mortars. We have plenty of energy generation. We control all of the sides, all of the areas. There's a little bit of creep there. Didn't even know. And that's the problem with transparent creep. You can't even see that there's just that tiny bit right there. Because it's so transparent and tiny. Almost cute. Almost. And then we have... Boom. A nullifier. Overload. You can see this is really dropping now. We were at 56k, we're at 50k, but you can also just see that we've pushed so far into their area. We're actually getting to our first emitter, which we might even be able to nullify thanks to our lovely, lovely mortars. So we are even reclaiming at this point, which is fantastic. We are getting some shots up here, so once we can sort of take the top, that's going to be amazing as well. Sneak that in there. If we can, that would be great. Just remember, don't hit Control A like I'm doing yet again. At the same time, we have taken the map. I'm not super worried about realistically anything in the game at this point. Look at it go. Boom! Objective obtained. If we were also smart, we could have like gotten over there, put some miners over there, gotten some air forces. As you might have noticed, air forces are very, very strong in this game. Quite strong indeed. Nullifier active over here, which is beautiful. All we need to do is make sure our gun squad up here has the power, which at the moment it doesn't. That should do it. And yeah, from 56 to 37. Without that one emitter, they are drastically weakened. We also have the high ground, and everything that I know in this world says you want the high ground. You really do. So we're going to do a little trade here. We're going to take some of these mortars that aren't doing anything, move them up to the high ground. Don't even need to build them. They already existed. We're just going to move them. And this should bombard huge portions of it. I mean, they all should essentially be in range. And this should drop this area so substantially that it's going to move the front line over here that much faster. As you can see, we were at 36k even not long ago, and look at that drop. Look, like we just cleared out this ring, basically eliminating a huge portion, down to 17k. All right, 21 minutes, not the best yet again, but I thought the same thing about the 46-minute one, or 40-minute one, and that actually wasn't bad. So you know what? I need to stop judging myself too much. Could have been worse, always. Let's just move up with just a ton of units that we have. Plenty of mortars coming on in, plenty of cannons coming on in. Mortars moving to the edge, cannons moving to the front lines. We're going for the 2 emitters. Let's make sure they do have all of the power that they do need. And as you can see, I mean, with the high ground, with the mortars, with everything, we are able to essentially neuter the nullifiers. These cannons coming in should get the final nullifier. It does have some eggs. That's its primary concern for me, is the fact that it has those eggs. But I'm not super worried. We're gonna speed it up. Check out this nullifier. Did get the final totem. Totem's obtained. Being built right there. Being charged up. Boom, boom, boom. 22 minutes. I will take it. Boom. And we are out. 4 minutes. Yeah, look at that. Those times are ridiculous. Alright, so again, not too terrible. I mean, 2 hours and 42 minutes. That is a good one. Steam Camel, I mean, there you go. Makes sense. You know, camels aren't known for their speed. That is 3 down, 2 to go. We are doing it. Gonna just keep it going. I don't know when these will go up, so this may be a video that goes up well into the future. But let us see. We have Dark Tower. We have 1 emitter, 40 every 0.5, 40 every 0.5. Are they all that? 40? Yes, they are all that. So we have some emitters over here. We have... both sides look pretty promising. I guess we're going to go with this one. There isn't, I mean, I'd rather get rid of that skimmer factory than the blob factory right away, although, ooh, back there, that's where the fun times begin. So I think it'll be easier to get to the back, especially, I mean, there's green iron over there, so we could push through the Dark Tower, but let's not do that. Where do we want to rematerialize? Technically, you don't want to be too near the front lines, and yet that is where we are going, of course. Let us just do that. Perfect. That lines up exactly as we want. And just like before, the first thing we will be doing is making a mine. Oh, I am powering the mine up first. That is technically a problem. You want to build your towers first, of course, before the mine. Earn-wise, we have 5 available. Let's... Oh, nope, on. Earn want. Thank you very much. And let us just get this going down, because we are going to want some more miners down here. Just nice. Once this mine comes online, then we can start the real planning. Boom. And we'll destroy you, because we want a mine right there. Ooh. also want cannons. This mine should be nearly done. It's getting a little bit closer than I was expecting. I do that a lot in the beginning. There's the miner. Cannons getting all the juice they need. In fact, we can build 3 more. It's okay. Boom. Cannon online. That's what we wanted to see. Cannon number 2 online, coming in for the protect. And we are indeed safe. Took a second, but we are indeed safe. Now let us go for these miners. We want 2 more. Boom and boom. We're back here. We'll take you. And then 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. And 1. And 1. Alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. Is that too much? That is definitely too much. These are not even going to go on right away. We're going to build our factory right away. We're going to build our urn port right away. With the urn port, we are going to charge up energy collection and the 2 fire ranges and rates, and we're going to charge up another mine with an urn. This is how we are starting. Surprise, surprise. It's fairly similar. I am getting to the urn port slightly faster. I need to protect this area a bit better, though. In fact, you're going to go down because we just lost our mine. We just lost all of our mines. Of course. Of course. I am a fool. Unit on. I moved all of my towers away. Ooh, this is actually a lot worse than I was planning on it being. Okay. Okay, okay. Can we do this? If we get a tower like that. That is what I want to see. There we go. Perfect. We have the energy. We still have energy. We still have generation. We're still doing good. We just need a little bit more in the way of protecting ourselves. Here we go. As you can see, I built those towers first because now it was still able to power as it moved. It's a very nice little thing that you are able to do. And we are able to hold this no problem. Generation-wise, we are up and running yet again. Let us get an urn in that. And let us get an urn. Actually, I'd rather urn in that one. Urn off. There we go. Energy-wise, back on top. Cannon-wise, back on top. I think we're gonna be fine. Factory-wise, we are not. So, unfortunately, no air defense, and that is actually quite a concern. So that is actually a big concern for me right now, is the fact that we have no air defense, and we did just hear the big old beep of there will be air. So let us see if we can get some missiles up. I mean, we do have 2 Redon deposits, so maybe we can get some missiles up in time. Plenty of them being built. Should also have taken these trees first. Trees do provide substantially more energy generation on a tower. So that is actually a very good thing to consider when you are building. Taking trees first, very, very powerful. But again, I think we're going to do okay. Energy-wise, we're looking great now. We're going to toss up a whole slew of snipers, which they're just too late. But that is fine. These blobs will cause some issues. These blobs cause a lot of issues. Alright. I think we are still, Oh, no, we're good now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Make sure they just get their power. Oh, come back, come back. Power everything up. Keep it powered. It's okay. Actually. Ugh. Not enough power. Let's get a cannon or 2. Luckily, the missiles were online. Again, we have the power, it's just we need the stability. We are at the point where we just need stability. If we had stability, we were fighting this off a bit too much. And then we are good. We are golden. It literally was like 6 seconds from having all of my snipers up. And that would have solved everything. 6 seconds. That's all it can take. But we do have all of the snipers that we need now up on top. They should be able to shoot everything, as you can see, like this one in the corner. It has a huge, huge, huge radius. We are pushing back with mortars and cannons, looking quite good. And yeah, there we have it. The push can happen. We want to free up some land. I'd like to do an Air Force. I don't want everything to be Air Forces. I find Air Forces to be a little too... How did a blob get over there? There's like 12 frickin' sniper rifles. I mean, look at that. It should come right out and just be like, boom, you're dead. That's your job, sniper rifle. Just boom, you're dead. Even you can hit it too. Come on. But there we go. Let us take back the land that we once had. We are taking it back. No real problem now. There really isn't much of a threat anymore. I think we've hit such a stability in this one that we are going to just be golden. Of course, we will want some sprayers. We are going to want a few blue light miners. That will be coming. But first things first is the fact that we do indeed need our safety areas. Now, one thing. Power is coming from far back. We don't want that. I'm going to move it forward. No reason not to move your base. We could be doing like an M-Rift type scenario. We don't need an M-Rift though, because we can literally just move our base in this case. So that is a nice element as well. Let us also start getting our green R, because we are going to want to activate the totems. We're going to need eventually some beacons. In fact, let's just make those in advance. Just say 3 or 4 beacons, because they will get destroyed. I don't treat my beacons very well. I don't know why. I like beacons. I love beacons. I don't know why I'm so mean to beacons. Should not, again, move everything from the front lines. It's a problem that I have. I just like to select so much, but that's okay. There we go. Yeah, get that egg out way early. Got rid of all of the skimmers right off the bat, which again, fantastic and feels good. That should feel good. You want that to feel good, and it does indeed feel good. We're going to push them off of this. We're going to take the skimmers, get rid of them. Also, hide paths. Surprise, surprise. Nullify the skimmers just like that. Overload. Again, just that tiny bit creeps over. It's so annoying, especially when they're just about built. Like right there. Oh, it did get built. Okay. Whew. That was a little close. I was worried for that entirely. But you can see, we now, once we cross this, we've taken essentially this side. Once we take this side, it's actually an easy push to there. I don't even think we need an Air Force at this point. We are just moving along pretty solidly. Air-wise, we are pretty strong. We have a ton of snipers. We have, not air-wise, just defense-wise, I suppose. We have a ton of that, ton of that. Getting some more mines, getting the mines that we had in the beginning of the game, of course, back up in action. That's what we want to see. We want just to see these mines. Unfortunately, they really can't fit very well. I guess that's the best one. And again, these two will be blue-white, because we do need the blue-white. The snipers are moving, popping all those eggs. That's what you want to see. You want to see eggs getting popped, because eggs do cause all sorts of issues. I didn't even notice there's an emitter right there. Oh my. That's right. Nullify from your side of the field. Overload it just as well. And that should be very solid for us. Again, No more... Oh, there's an emitter right there. I was going to say no more emission on this side, but there totally is. Completely. Is the factory not down? Oh my gosh, the factory is not down. Why are you not down, factory? And by that I mean, why did I let you get destroyed earlier and not pay attention to put you back up? Whose fault is that? That's right. It's your fault, factory. And because of that, we just lost everything. We lost it all! And by everything, I mean, like, 3 things. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But it is highly, highly annoying. Especially because there goes our import. It means we have to redo all of our generation for that. Again, not the end of the world, but it is a nuisance. So yeah. I will say, when I just do these myself, I generally don't have nearly this much of an issue. So, making videos does change your perspective. It takes away a lot of your concentration, I've noticed. So, good on me. I need to really get a grip on that entirely. We're gonna explode some more mortars. They will die. The skimmer factory is gone, however, and that was an important empirical victory for us. Everything is coming along. We do have less generation because this is not yet spooled up. We're only at 17%. The things that are blowing up are the ones that are being built, because just that tiny bit of creep is getting in, unfortunately. Should have some protection cannons. That would do it as well. But I think we finally have got it. We have a factory. We have Greenar, we have Redon, we have our missiles being charged up again, so we should not get spored. We're working our way to the back, which we will get to very shortly. And once we get to this back, we're essentially going to not win, but win this side. This side is ours completely. We want this emitter, which we can get. And if these land and shoot, we can hold. Unfortunately, a sniper popped all those, so now all of these mortars are shooting all of that stuff and weren't necessarily protecting themselves. That's the problem with mortars. You know, they're not going to protect themselves in that scenario. But it happens. We have taken it. And yeah, once we take this, all that's left is back there. And back there, the beautiful part about it is that's where these are going. We're not going to send them into die just yet, though, because I know they definitely would die. I am not out to kill all of my friend towers every time I play this game. So yeah, we're gonna let them have a good time. Except for one. I am going to destroy one now that I think about it. And I feel slightly bad about that, but it must happen. That one is going to go right there. And you'll see why I'm going to destroy it. So what we're going to do is this one is going there. And once it gets to the back and starts to land, we're going to send it over here, in fact. When it's over here, say right there, we destroy it. Oh, I missed it. See, I was trying to time it and have all of the anti-creep fill that up. Unfortunate, unfortunate. It happens. Let's just make our final push, take this side, get our anti-creep building up at least. And that will be a very good thing. What do we need? We're just going to want some snipers just to shoot those down without a doubt. And power. You know? Power does help. There's a lot of eggs back there. Do we need pylons back here? Probably. There is a nullifier. There is blue-white situations going on. And there we go. These snipers will be able to handle it. We will take it. I should be working on multiple fronts at the same time. That's another thing that I have not been doing very, very well. I just moved everybody from my front to the side. Perfectly fine. We're going to shift things. Oh, my. Look at all that creep. Not too bad, though. Between the anti-creep, these 3 mortars, because they moved all my other mortars to that front line, we should be able to hold it. Looks like, you know, okay, we lost a pylon, but we do have the shield, we do have that. You know, we're popping the eggs. These doing great work, just, you know, great work without power, of course. Over here, we're going to move all of our beacons up. That's going to help substantially, and we've officially pushed this back. That's right. You're officially moving in, you're officially moving in, and we are taking our side for ourselves. Can you survive? No. Should have left him in. But that is that. As you can tell, the anti-creep is actually making it to the back. There are no more eggs. Currently, there will be more. Currently, there are none. Like, there. Boom. There's an egg. Oh, that egg was just enough. That was like a jerk egg. It just was just like, yeah, I'm going out. Bang. Literally. But you can see, we're now producing. Now we're going to take the center. We're going to put mortars just like this. We're going to actually get... I do want to take this. I don't know why. There's no real reason to, but it does prevent creep from sort of leaking in from the outside. And that's kind of what I want. So we need one of these to fly on over here. Do you have juice? You have 1 juice. But 1 juice is all you need. Thank you for yours. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we need more than 1 juice. Let's have you not be always on. Get a couple more juice in the bank. This is just for my own silliness. There is no actual reason to do this officially. Other than I want this to be mine. So I'm going to destroy it towards the center. That's going to create that little bit of goo, and that should prevent them and have us control this. And I think that should be good. Do we need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. Did I take it? Yes. And isn't that what it's all about? I could have had these nullifiers in such a long time ago. I can even pretty much start working towards that nullifier. But yeah, there we go. Look at that, see? Now we control space. Does that actually do anything? Not really. But it looks cool, right? And isn't that what it's all about at this point in time? Just looking that little bit more cool? I think so. So, I'm happy for it. As you can see, these nullifiers are actually taking out the land. We're doing pretty good there. We're going to pop that down. I need to move some of these up. Not all, but a couple, because we need just a bit more firepower to bring this down. But nullifier-wise, we're doing very strong. This is taking damage, this is taking damage, but we do now have a shield, so we most likely can get a nullifier and say there. And that should be another nullifier on our side. Yeah, pretty good. These two, you're going to be a squad, and you're not going to be always on. Just charge up. You're going to be taking this back line, because that's where we're headed next. Surprise, surprise, that's where we're headed. Although there really isn't much left. There's 4 things left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're basically done with this map at this point. The waves are a bit of an issue. The blobs, honestly, not really, because look at this sniper range. I mean, the blobs come out, they instantly die. So we've got blobs under control. Feeling pretty decent overall. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Finally. Not a bad one. Again, 20 minutes. Could have done it faster. The start definitely was a problem. But, you know, it happens. You know, I could play perfectly, but at the same time, where's the fun in that? You know, if you always play perfectly, then there's no surprises. And, that's no fun. You know, the fun is in, I'd say the challenge, but it's not like it's that challenging. It's mostly just, you know, it's how you do it. That blob. Oh, that blob. You jerk of a blob. They couldn't snipe you fast enough. You saved yourself. Quite alright. The anti-creeper is making it. We have the power, we have the capability, we have the mortars, and now we have the anti-creep. The generation is on our side. We're gonna take this beacon as well, or totem as well. That will be our final one, which in essence means the game is ours. Let's just make a couple of things because we can. Toss a couple more down because we can. Because we're just gonna drop them into this dark tower. Because that's really all that's left at this point. There really isn't anything left to do once we take that and this final emitter. There are the beacons. Look at them all charging up. Boom! Another thing in the bag. We do not want you active, though, because you are going to shut down some of our creep production, and I don't want to do that. Or anti-creep production. I always say our creep production. I mean, it is our creep production, but, you know, it's our anti-creep production. So, you know, depending on how you look at it and all of that jazz. But things are moving in. Should be able to contain it. Again, no creep really should be generated anymore on that side. So, in terms of fear, there really isn't any fear left. All that is left is just to get something right there. And that should be it, as long as the eggs don't destroy anything crazy. Done. Nullifier, you are the one that I'm most worried about. But we also have all the anti-creep and stuff, so I think we're good. You're good. Nullifier, you're good as well. Done and done. Rift jump away. And that is another... Oh, apparently when you pause it doesn't jump away. There you go. 22 minutes. Again, not the best, but definitely in the upper echelons. I will take that completely. Exit mission, moving on to the last one. Thankfully, it is one of the bigger ones. So the second one, which was a really long one, was one of the bigger ones as well. This is one of the bigger ones. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Where do we go? They are here. That dark tower is just an asshole. They are here. Again, this emitter and spore launcher just being kind of a jerk. And then we can be wherever we want. So, I mean, this is the obvious, easy area to protect. So why be obvious, right? Let's just go straight for the center. Again, doing our plan. 2 of these. How many urns do we have? We have 6 right off the bat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change this. We are going to change. The plan is altering. It is not what I was expecting. We are going to come down right there. Because I would love to get these. As I have said before, trees are where it's at. Pop those up. We are just going to fill up with trees. Tree. Let's do this top view. I don't even want that one. Yeah, that's right. Because we're just going to come down here and do it like that. And these two can go for now. We are going to try and harvest these trees. Just like that. These trees are good. These trees are perfect. And we are going to bring trees down. Now while that's happening, we're going to put 2 like that and get a miner. Again, starting out with the miners. I want it to be a perfect miner because I want to earn it up. And with the trees, you should notice our generation should be substantially more than what it was with just the number of towers. As you can see, our generation is already at 2.4, 2.6, 7, 8. Look at it jumping up from towers. And that's because of these trees. So that's why I'm being a little bit aggressive Look at that. Our energy is already too high just for a single miner, which is amazing. And I'm already going to start building towers. Because, yeah, that's what we're going to need. Look at that. Our generation is already so high that we're sustaining towers and a miner. No problem whatsoever. Our store is going up, and that's what I want to see. Let us hide paths. And did I not connect this up? It does not look like it's connected up, so that's fine. It will be now. This side is all connected up, which is great. Miner is operational. So now we're going to go very heavy into towers. Or cannons. Cannons just to save the day. That should cover this block. We're going to want one city there. And let's just get a couple around our base for now. We're going to want to protect all of this, so we're going to want, say, one there, one there, one there, one there, there. And we are still paused, which is fine. I just want to do this right this time. It was quite sloppy, quite a bit lately. So let's actually not be sloppy for once. We will want another miner on the go now. Our second full miner. And third even. Let's go for 2. Let's go for both of these. And then we'll have them both have unearned. Now this is going to be a lot. So we're going to see how this is handled. But the thing is, the reason I am doing a lot now is we do have that initial defense already planned. So that's the key. We already have these planned out. We have these built, which will protect our main base this time. And as you can see, things are building up pretty quickly. Our deficit, not that bad. We're already in a surplus because of the trees. Trees are glorious. And there we have it. We have built all of the things. We have defended this side and this side in one go. I'm actually thrilled for once. In one of these Chronoms, it is working as intended. And yeah, we can just spread out across the land. We do now need to focus on some things such as a factory. We can get our... Actually, I want the factory up there. So why not? Why not put the factory up on top of a hill? Because it's fun, and it's right next to the Redon. So we have our factory. Boom. We're going to want missiles, right? Of course. Missile, 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 and missile. Boom, we have missiles. We're going to want snipers. No defense like a good defense. Sniper. I'm probably putting that... Alright, let's actually unpause, see how bad our store is. We're actually still doing okay. Still doing okay, so I'm very happy with that. Things will get built relatively quickly, and yeah, we are safe. I am going into the deficit, the deficit zone, which is fine. Again, it is partially planned to be in the deficit zone. Earnport, ahoy. Can't put one up there. Can put it right there, though, so that is good. Energy, fire range, fire rate. First of all, that is entirely my favorite trio. And now we can, again, look at that. We are done with our little second build structure. We are doing fantastic. We are getting some more miners. That was a problem. Mr. Miner, you are in the wrong place. You know what? I can even put you like that. And you gotta move. Boom. There we go. Look at that. It is actually coming in quite substantially more than I was expecting in the center, but guess what? We can just beef that up. We have the power. We have the capability. We have the Earnport. We're feeling quite strong indeed. As you can see, we can build quite a few things with all of our juice. The juice is loose, and yeah, we might lose that, but that's okay. This side, let's get a couple of mortars going, because it does look like the creep is actually pretty potent. It is pushing in pretty well. Let's take a look at it from a non-top-down view. So you can see, that is actually pretty deep. That is pretty deep. This isn't too deep, but it's actually pushing pretty substantially well. It does have this. We are going to go for this. I think this should be our first assault point. I was planning on doing this area because of the blobs. Are there no skimmers? No, there's skimmers over here. So there's greener. We do need that greener pretty bad. But look at how much land we control right off the rip. I am thrilled by that. Now, I did see... Yeah, alright. So this is the map. Look at all that space, too. So much space. Over there. That dark tower just doesn't even make sense. We have 2 buried urns, so let's grab a turp right there, and that's going to get both of them. So that is also a very good thing. These mortars over here, they're going to do some serious work, because that's just going to push them back really hard. These mortars over here, same thing. And these mortars will push this back pretty substantially. And I think we're in a very safe place. We have great sniper coverage. We have great missile coverage. Again, we've gotten the range. How's that doing? It's at 46%. So if you notice our missiles, you can see on the map in the bottom right corner down here, look at the coverage of missiles that we have. Great coverage. And you can see, look at that, we've almost pushed this back all the way. So let's just take them out, alright? They were pushing in pretty hard, but you know, we were a little babby at that time, and now we are big, strong Papa. Oh. Boop, boop. And really, this is most of the map. I mean, sure, we're gonna have to deal with that dark tower, which isn't necessarily a problem. What got hit? A blob hit over here? What? Oh, man. Blobs aren't supposed to hit over here. As you can see, our mortars from here are able to shoot directly onto the emitter, so that's going to be really bad for them. What was blowing up? Just stuff on the front line that hasn't built yet. Okay, understandable. Not built stuff, perfectly fine to blow up. Very understandable even, because I generally build where it is dangerous. Ooh, see it like that right there, boom. They all just got destroyed. Very annoying. And it's from these eggs. It's from the eggs. They're causing all sorts of problems. No one likes you eggs. Our generation is great, though. I mean, we're at 70 generation? Oh, my. Oh, my, oh, my. We'll take the build speed and move speed, because, again, we are building stuff pretty good. We have... Oh, my gosh, I didn't even know I had this much stuff back here. Move on up. Let's take them. Take them by force, if we have to. We don't necessarily have to, but we choose to. I want to. I want them all eliminated, so to speak. Should focus on towers first. Let's make sure they have the juice necessary. Now those are annoying because they're shooting eggs across the land. We do have Greenar actually opened up as well, so let's actually get some refineries down, because now we can start harvesting the Greenar, which is great. We got rid of their stash, which was a huge proponent of their juice. And done. You are already done. Oh, you actually have a nullifier that will be done. Yeah, that is Zone 1 completed. Done. Because there's no actual connector between there. So, realistically, yeah, there's no more concerns for that side. This side does need to push in, so let's just move everything a bit excessively. Get a bunch of mortars moving. Why not? We don't need them on this side anymore. Except, I want this mortar group. You're all just gonna squeeze on in there. That's where we want you mortars. Look at that destruction. See, they were all shooting the deeper stuff. They didn't care about the stuff directly under their feet. It's the power of the mortar. Thankfully, because we moved everything, we can just rework our refineries to the side. Oh! Whoa! What happened over here? Oh, an egg... Oh, eggs. See? It's that easy that you can just get shut off from your area. That was entirely my fault. I did not even think an egg was gonna pop over here because it got sucked to this totem. See, the egg got sucked to that totem, and that's really what got us. Now, that being said, we're fine. Our mortars can actually even move back up because we do have the power connected yet again. So that was an egg disaster. Should have expected it. Again, we're gonna move up too much stuff, but look at the creep being drained from over here. Let us actually just shoot some snipers right here. Get them along this side now. I thought I put some along the side. I must have moved them by accident. I really try not to move the snipers. The initial placement of snipers is actually thought out, I think fairly well, but you know, sometimes when you're highlighting and selecting groups of things, they do move. It is okay. We did lose a little bit of ground, which is fine because our nullifiers are going down. And yes, let us just go blue-white here. Let us get one sprayer. We are only going to need the one this time, and I think we are on the move yet again. Again, we're not even going to put these mines back up. I don't care that much. We will need beacons. Beacon. We're going to take 1 and 2. We're going to toss down some platforms as well. Unfortunately, we can't already make our platforms because of the dark zone, but look, that has drained substantially. The creep is pushed back and mostly drained from this side as well. Let's move up with our squadron. Not highlight all of the snipers that are in place, even though they probably should move up so they can destroy whatever is over there. But yes, we are taking it. This emitter not going to be strong enough to hold back our force, and that should be some Chronom. The Chronomy code. Aho. 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 Where are you, sniper? Not sniper. Sprayer! Alright, let's get the sprayer right there. Let's have you be always on. That'll get that going for us. That will protect this side. And I guess that was another egg. I mean, they are kind of running out of power too, so that probably doesn't help things. See, I don't know what's causing that, like, explosion right there. That was an interesting one. But get us our nullifiers. Get out of here. Get out of here. We are taking the yellow spawning goo. That will go. They will go over there. They will cleanse that out. We can already just go boop, boop, and we're just gonna take a little hit squad, not of snipers, of regular units. Bring them over. That'll drain that out. And all that's really left is the spooky dark zone, which is just spooky. There's no actual creep there, so it's not actually deadly or anything. It's just spooky. And this area, you are too brave for your own good, so we're gonna move them. Spooky dark zone. Why are you not? Oh, you're connected. I thought it was connected to a tower or a pylon, or yeah. Well, I thought it was connected to a tower. It was connected to a sniper. Let's connect it up. These have the ability to shoot. This will drain in time. This is nullified. We don't even need anything else over there. I mean, I guess let's just do that. And yeah, I do want to build more platforms, so I can say platform over there. Unfortunately, we only have so much of the good green right now that I am going to hold. What was destroyed? What was destroyed? Something all the way up here. Somehow, something all the way up here was destroyed. Is it that? Are they out of ammo and that just gooed up the side as it tends to goo? I don't know, but it looks like they're safe now, so I'm fine with that. Let's replace you with the eponymous nullifier. Ooh. Let's move you and move you up. Just try to maximize the amount of things that can actually hit this thing. Again, it is destroyed. This has been built. Fantastic. Beacon. Just move on there. Let us see. Can we get... I probably should just move the beacon and put it even further. But can we get a pylon over here is the question. I mean, we can get a pylon here. I guess that's not the point. The point is, yeah, it cannot yet reach. That is fine, because we are just going to go make another platform. And that will reach. That'll hit both. Then we can just do pylon, get a nullifier in the weapon structures, and that'll be that dark tower. Over here, that's a lot of creep to get through. We should be bombing it. We could even convert it. Jeez, why does it keep doing that? Do all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I have not yet done any of that. Green Hour-wise, we have all of the totems, which is great. So now our good stuff from there will be coming towards us. So let us get another platform. We never really use platforms, so we could just make an Air Force, destroy this place, and that essentially would be that. But again, where is the fun in all of that? It's all about using things that you don't normally use. Do things reach from here? Let us see. If we already do that, and that, and that. My guess is no, a mortar will not reach all the way over. It does not, unfortunately. And that's okay. Unfortunately, though, that was very, very close. That amount of goo is problematic. As you can see, this is producing... It doesn't seem like it's producing that much, but it really is producing just enough to be very, very actively annoying. This is almost done. It's at 82. Our green art is not looking so hot. We only have the one crystal, right? There's no other crystal on the map. Yeah, there's no other crystal on the map. That's actually a little disappointing. Perfectly fine, though. Perfectly fine. It will happen. This will get built. We will get more mortars. And a cannon. And we're even going to do one better and get some some missiles. Why put missiles down? Because if you notice, the missile range actually is going to encompass the spore launcher itself. So that's just a fun thing that you can do. We have enough right on. One there. One back there. Should be good there, too. We're definitely... What am I doing? I can just times 4 speed. Times 4 speed. It's been a minute. This is now at 70. Perfect. Just what you want to see. And this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for a nullification, not even on their base. That's right. We're draining it with mortars, and yet now we can even get rid of their generation. So they're essentially completely neutered. You can just see the draining happening. This is essentially ours to lose. Might as well even toss down maybe another one. Do we want another platform? Are they? Why not? Although this is draining quite quickly at this point. Can we even get a tower up there? It doesn't quite. So we can get a tower from there, which we will place let's pause it for a second. Let's get more mortars. Again, mortars are great because they do shoot up, which is why I want the mortars on here. Generally, each platform you do want to tend to have maybe one missile, one sniper, and one cannon, and then you can replace the missile every so often with mortars. That way it does make it substantially safer. Again, we are just draining and draining and draining, and it looks like now we can build this. We just want to be on their land, you know? Taking it by force. Perfect. Let's just take a tiny little hit squad, bring them over, clean up anything, make sure, you know, our nullifier is protected when it does get here. And that should be good. That should be that. That should be everything. Nullify enemies. It's just painful when that happens. We made it. We got it. Boom. Objective obtained. And that was the 5th Chronom. Another big one. Again, you can see some pretty long times, some pretty okay times. Not too bad. This has been a monster of a video, but 5 Chronoms in the bucket. I don't know when this will be going up. Maybe it will be going up this week. It might be just one I keep in the store for maybe a month from now. Who knows? We shall see. But I'm not going to exit. I shouldn't exit. There we go. I just want to say thank you very much for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more Chronom action, maybe in smaller settings, I am happy to do that. If you want to see these span experiments as well, we can also do that. These are sort of definitely... These are not player-made maps, but more akin to player-made maps, but from the development team itself. So, yeah, maybe we'll do some of those one day. But thank you so much. Please have a wonderful day. More pack will be coming up, without a doubt. And take care. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a wonderful day.